Maybe because they knew maybe because the lady thought she knew for a fact they're going to get killed.
So yeah,
Maybe because you send into the fungal jungle, you ask for the money first.
well, yeah, certainly. And the Baroness obviously wants them to go into fungal jungle, so there.
All right. Then I think we will be ending the session here.
Okay.
Brilliant. Onto the ship.
Absolutely. Dun, dun, dun.
Dive! Dive! Dive!
Full speed ahead.
It's your burner's pilot.
Warp 1, go.
Warp!
That's right. Right. Ivy can, pick her jaw up off the ground.
Yeah, like slowly gathering herself.
Shall carry the oil. Once it arrives.
Back. Alauneari doesn't seem see the return trip as anything interesting.
Right.
But it's better than staying with the hazardous construct.
Then agrees.
You guys think it's hazardous, we're just laughing in here.
This merry laughter. It's so unlike Drow coming from inside the ship.
We're free! Yes! We're free!
Clearly, they have lost their minds.
Like 10 days later, they come back, it's complete, mess in there, even more so. We just, lazed around for 10 days doing nothing.
Like a non-stop frat party, basically.
We've just been, shrinking slowly.
We have 2 guys, 2 girls, it's great.
I've just discovered that suddenly I have the ability to blur things.
Exactly. They've turned into gnomes.
That's right.
Well, admittedly, they've got far better spell abilities.
Let's stay in here for a while, too. We'll all become gnomes.
So yeah, that's the end of the session.
Oh, well, this was...
Yeah.
Rain has the 100% approval of this.
I had some ups and downs. I had to pick myself off of the fungal jungle floor after Trislin sacrificed a life and limb. Just doused me with potion.
Yeah.
She rescued you.
I was at -9 too. My constitution is 10. 1 point.
Oh!
I assumed as much, yeah.
Yep, 1 point.
Then what would have happened then? Terrible things.
Then
Didn't even say thank you.
We're fucking evil.
So, does this thing count as a ship?
Do you think Tristan cares?
As a ship?
For the purpose of spells?
Technically,
cast things like
it's a
mending,
ship. According to modern terminology, this is a ship.
I mean, I would say that would depend a lot on what they were trying to do. Usually, I mean, a mending spell could work. I mean, it is so arcane to your minds how this thing even works.
Well, we're getting a good idea.
Yeah, you're getting a good idea. You're getting an understanding. And
everyone outside is just like, what?
And perhaps as you grow to understand it more, yeah, it would count as a ship for
For example, if we wanted to use track ship.
Track ship.
Basically, use a radar system on it.
I'm not sure how that spell works.
I have a map. I put this mark on a ship, and when that ship moves, I have a little marker on the map that moves with it.
Oh, sure, that would work.
So basically, you can actually have a live map.
But it only works on ships. So.
Yeah, it's considered a ship for that.
All right.
Never thought track ship would be useful until...
No.
Everyone with spells.
I don't think it's gonna be, but that was just the first one I looked at. I know there's a few spells for ships.
Gotta make sure they don't escape from me.
Exactly. Putting a
We
track.
actually lied. There is 500 pounds of fuel on here, and we're just gonna sail away.
That's right.
All right, I am gonna.
I mean, sure, you can live on the island in the fungal jungle.
I mean, Rain has a blade and...
Alauneari is not that fond of this place, so when it comes to it.
Of course not. Yeah, the session had some rough spots. That the big combat, came to mind as a situation where once again the ruthlessness of Fire Mountain Games demonstrated itself.
That was a tough battle. I mean, they have a lot of AC, and at least they don't do too much damage, but we don't have that much health either. Alauneari's resources was at least spent to the point of doing standard melee attacks. So, that's just something.
I certainly can't say they didn't do enough damage.
Well, Well, you did get hit by a crit
I
from
got
a
crit smacked,
×3
yeah.
weapon. That certainly hurts.
I got to use my charm person.
I have to say, it's very rare to use that against Drow, so that's actually pretty good.
I know. Didn't make you
Not
roll spell
reliable on
resistance.
Drow.
Didn't make you roll spell resistance for it, or if Jonas did, he did it in the background.
I rolled
The Drow was so beat up it didn't it didn't do spell resistance
Right.
open.
I said bad things to him, and did worse.
Yeah,
They tortured him so much his spell resistance broke.
bad things happen to bad people.
So we got into one big combat, and then explored, did quite a bit, and we learned. Oh, I got 2 combats total. Yeah, it's 2 combats.
Like tripled the amount of places we know of. We found a submarine.
I know, right?
We worked out how
I
to
did not
use the
expect
submarine.
that, I must
We
admit.
Yeah,
fucking
I
found
guess
a submarine.
Freaking gnomes, right?
Freaking
Uh-huh.
gnome.
I'm happy that you were pleasantly surprised. I was hoping that would be the case.
I think it can only go down from here.
Find like a
Funny
huge
ship.
like,
What the hell?
battle tank.
I don't
And
know.
there's
mission.
no way to get it off the island.
So we get to the island. There's like a fucking airship there.
Yeah, like Zeppelin, just fly over Vothis.
I mean, the sage apparently said that there used to be a hole in the ceiling, so airship.
Let the bombs fall.
Yeah, we are supposed to find an observatory, I think? What's that?
A telescope is the
A
device.
telescope. So yeah, I was wondering, what the hell is that telescope pointing at? Because
Looking through
there's
the-
like a ceiling.
Well, the telescope might have some property which helps it observe through the fungal jungle. We don't know the exact
Magical.
age of, And certainly no
I mean,
one...
to us it might as well be magical.
Yeah. I mean, other than fucking Rilinid's abs... I'm glad at least I got crushing on, like, the knowledge engineering.
I will say one thing. You rolled extremely well
And then
on
I
understanding
rolled
a
very
submarine,
well.
and I will say the DCs were like, I was like, they're not gonna understand shit about this thing. They're just gonna strip it for parts or something. I mean, come on, the DC is ridiculous for understanding this, and you
man.
like freaking slay it with natural 20s.
Yeah, I got a 19 and a 16. You got what, a 16 and a 20?
Let's see here. The first knowledge, architecture, and engineering I did, you had a 20, and you rolled total. I had a 15, which was a 6, and then 20 with the inspired. Then there was the disabled device, which could, I think, have flooded the entire thing, ruining it.
Yep.
I crushed that with only a 16, for a total of 29.
Yep.
And
Did you
then,
complete Pyramid?
and then for the other knowledge, architecture, and engineering, studying at the engine, I rolled another 20. I know Gnomish!
And then on piloting, I rolled a 19.
Yeah, I mean, at all of these stages, they were basically, if you fail, the submarine is just crashed and ruined. And you didn't flood it with the airlock, you didn't ruin the engine, you didn't
Was you
crash
getting
it into the,
surprised?
you didn't crash it into the bottom.
Was you pleasantly surprised, Jonas?
I was surprised, yes.
Because I approved greatly of it.
I'm pretty sure, like, especially if the book had slated it that way, and I imagine so, considering the fact that how often have our characters ever worked with such a thing, that the odds were not in our favor, just like everything else in Fire Mountain games.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah, I have architecture and engineering because I pay attention to defenses and that kind of thing, and like siege engines, not normally ships, but
And how it's paid off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also like the fact that we were super prepared for the users. That was
Yeah, I like that as well. Like, yes, I blunt arrows. Like, what?
I think,
yes, and I happen to have alkali salts and
Yeah.
I knew
Yeah,
about
I-
DDS's crap. I did not know about blood arrows. It was great.
I originally bought the blunt arrows because they would allow me to do non-lethal damage, but I was like, wait, they do blunt damage, huh?
yes, it's always a nice thing to have damage types of all type. That's the reason I have like 10 weapons.
I would certainly load up with more weapons too, as my original character concept did, if, I could
Carry it.
them.
It's fine. We'll just get your bag of holding, then you can do it.
No. That's not gonna help me. It's like, even a handy hander sack, I'm not like gonna keep my weapons in there.
mule back cords.
There you go.
Just dragging after him.
Yeah, my point is the only thing you're carrying is weapons and that sack. It's a lot lighter than everything, and
So obviously, Rae'nkalar and Rilinid, knowing the odds against us, should gain a commensurate reward for all of the odds and fates in the cosmos aligned against us. I mean, without a single individual of us in particular, Rae'nkalar wouldn't have understood.
Got a reward.
Yeah, without
Submarine.
yeah, without
Yeah, the stars aligned, and the dice gods or Garrus smile upon you, and you managed to get that damn thing working.
you know, because without
Garrus
Rilinid,
came on
couldn't-
submarine, I see.
without Rilinid, I couldn't have got inside. Without me, Rilinid would have sunk the thing.
Yeah.
I would have. I'm glad the controls had seats for 2 pilots, because I was like, oh my god, I only get a +4 with this shit, and I know he only has a +3. I have a 5% better chance of not fucking this up.
Like if we level up, I may put 1 point into it.
Light of recent developments.
The point in profession submariner.
Profession sailor, profession submariner, sure.
Can I rename it to Profession Submariner in the source code?
You might want to put your point into linguistics too for learning gnome.
It's like so much. Like I was also debating, like, should I put an extra point of knowledge in dungeoneering or engineering?
Yeah, you're certainly submariners now.
I'll put in engineering. What could go wrong?
We're mariners now. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes, quite. Yes.
I love this session now.
I think actually on the way back to the city of Zyn, Alauneari will ask, well, who of the others knows the Drow sign language?
Of the party?
Alright, well, then I'll ask you to do if you would teach some of the Drow sign language. It seems like it'd be a useful thing to know.
Then would certainly be willing to do that.
Damn it, Grimith.
Why would Zyn be willing to do that? You fool! You're
Why-
surrendering our advantage.
He can't just refuse,
Wait, Grimith,
can he?
we've got a new advantage. Gnome.
We escape into Gnome!
Now Ivy can
We could-
hear everything we say. Yes.
Gnome sign language, go!
We like return to Therisia and you have like goggles, gnome goggles, and like some robot dog and everything. Like
Yeah, I've already had like a freaking breather mask on throughout the entire.
Fight,
It's
Drow
fucking-
just like, no, we don't
I-
care if you kill us all.
I've designed like some sort of like clockwork automaton, just
Yep.
wind it up.
Rise, my mechanical hordes!
Becomes a cookie lord and the cookie factory out.
Yeah.
Thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I am glad that you enjoyed the session.
It was definitely a good session, yeah.
Yeah,
Even though I got
Rae'nkalar
your
approves,
late.
10 out of 10.
Well,
A lot of stuff happened, yeah.
I just made that 9 out of 10. I
surprised,
don't
though,
like
that the
Rilinid
jungle
right
is so relatively empty. We have explored a large swath of it, and most of it is just jungle.
most of it is just jungle. Yeah.
Maybe we're just not capable of finding whatever there is.
And it's just possible we just so happen to just be avoiding all of the other hexes, containing horrific things, but we had a mission to explore around the coast.
Yeah.
We had a chance to stumble upon, like, some Skisroll hunters for whatever reason, but we all agreed to turn that down.
Well, it's just like our characters didn't like. Why would we?
Right. I agree with that, and I was like, why would we?
Seems like a foolish thing to get involved in.
And then, fighting the Drow parties, certainly that could have been avoided too, but, Alauneari wanted to kill things, we needed to save the situation because we didn't know how much they knew.
Yeah.
yeah, I think killing them was the right move, though.
I would disagree with having used violence at the start, but again, it was Zyn, he did what he did, shot some shit.
Better safe than sorry, that's pretty much all that Zyn does.
Yeah.
Do we level up, by the way? I think we might.
You might. I will go over
I know how much XP is needed for us to level up.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Like 840.
4,200 in total.
In total. Yeah, you will probably hit that.
Like last session in with the wiki, you got like 41,000 or something. Ridiculous.
Well, we are a few levels higher
Is
there,
it-
though.
Quite.
Big people. Yeah, Jonas, did you have any sort of problems at all with how the session went? I certainly didn't seem like the MapTool was lagging at all from like a.
No, it actually seemed to work pretty well. I'm gonna keep the current sort of memory settings. We'll see. I personally think the session went well. I mean, you were on a mission. You basically decided to go. Yeah, we're gonna go around the coast.
Oh, and
That's what we're gonna do. And,
I was messaged over 3 hours ago by you. I think that was during the fight.
Yes, that was during the fight.
I have do not disturb on so that none of the people. I had that problem last week when you sent me a message, and I was like, oh, okay.
I'll try to send it in MapTool, but I have more control over sending messages. It's easier for me to send it through Skype.
That's fine. It works better through MapTool, but sometimes you just don't want the other players to know. You could always just say, "Hi, Grimith." Look, what?
Psst. Hey.
Fold a sheet of paper, send it to me.
Little brother, yo.
It's fine. I'll pretend Rilinid was just was thinking about something else more important.
Exactly. Yeah.
I regret none of my anymore.
I am pleasantly surprised that you got that thing to work. As I said, that was probably the biggest challenge you were facing, honestly.
Would you say that was an overwhelming challenge? Because I think the Experience Point Story Award for that.
That's required.
Perhaps a +1 inherent bonus to knowledge, architecture, and
Well, the thing is, all
better than like
Tristan did was just build the sandcastle.
I have to say that was a beautiful sandcastle.
You might get +1 architecture for that.
I was looking through the tokens. There was no sandcastle. Just a bump. Just
We'll
just
make you a
sand.
sandcastle token.
But I did add a duck.
we will.
I will.
Doesn't mean that you removed it. It was so funny. How often do you find a duck?
You know,
And a duck next to it.
This is serious.
In the Underdark and all.
Yeah.
The Underdark.
Jonas, I put a piece of fruit on top of my turtle. I'm waiting for him to shake it off.
Yeah, well, it's a turtle. I can't move that fast.
How serious am I then?
Not very.
I'm still waiting for him to shake it up, but he just... I don't care, I'll just go to sleep.
it's just gonna sleep. Yeah.
It's not whether you're serious, it's whether your character is serious.
Exactly.
Tristan is less serious.
Building sandcastles. Let's see. I will quickly.
What did you... She had to wait on the beach for an hour.
In that case, all anyone can do is just look at her and just like sigh about the incredible mental trauma she must have suffered, particularly from our run from Tarisia. There's just immense sorrow.
I didn't get that choice. Why was it that she wants to wait?
I don't know.
I don't know.
There's some danger coming. Like let's
completely isolate her on her own. I mean,
That's
she has
perfect.
Sakari, but
Because...
I'll hurry. Don't worry. Like, but why can't you just come?
why doesn't everyone just travel together?
Because Rain listened to Tristan. That's why.
Which was the worst decision possible.
But he did it. Just like, I'll stay here, you can go. I'll build a castle.
You
I have things to do.
You have to keep in mind, DDS, and something that will have to be explained to Rae'nkalar. You can't just, like, give Tristan free reign to make decisions. You need to take her hand and guide her, because she'll just trust you off the top of her whim. She's like Miku in that way. What? That's teasing. Oh. I'm not even here. How did I hear you?
Like, female megalomania runs in the family, so
I
if she
mean,
begins to get free reign,
Free
just
reign.
imagine.
Sign my petition. Free reign.
I know.
So that is why she was alone on the beach, because Tristan told Rain to go and look for the others.
Just
You're
like,
based. I suppose that is in his nature.
he's used to always obeying the commands of Alauneari, the matron.
It's the worst idea ever, man. What are you doing?
Perhaps Rilinid can breed some.
I know,
Rebellion.
if we level up, I'm gonna get the craft wondrous item feat, and I'm just gonna, like, use random materials and make him his own fucking stone mask. Everyone's gonna come back. What?
It's spreading, run!
Welcome back, everyone.
Let's see. All right. That and then that, and bonus
carry
XP
the
for
4.
getting the sub up and running.
Which I'm assuming is probably a nice chunk.
That's right.
It's a nice chunk.
Only 40% of the party really succeeded at that.
Exactly. So clearly,
We did a great job.
By Thessalonian nature, combat rules stipulate that.
Yes!
you gain 6,400 XP in total.
And we only need 4,200. Victory!
That is 1,280 each.
Yep, 1280.
Hooray!
Which puts us up
Level
to
3.
Level 3.
Which
I got like
we
plus
have
2 to everything now.
we have 5,440 experience each.
Yep.
I am going to roll HP right now because I want to.
I am now really happy.
Let's see. You know what? I guess I'll use the digit. No, I want to use my own D10. Fuck that shit.
That was
Good
my
idea.
best HP roll.
10, 8. Okay. Jonas, do you need a screenshot?
No, that's fine.
Okay.
I'll pull up my
No.
webcam.
I wouldn't be able to release by.
So how much HP do I gain from this?
I guess that's alright. Got a 5. Again.
5 on a D8 is.
That's
I got
better than
average.
I'm going down, Jonas. I had, of course, level 1 I had max, then I had 9, now I've had 7.
So I get 5 more.
Yes, Grimith, max.
1.
I am Darknar Grimbeard! The legend
Okay,
continues! Yes!
I can say, though, my health jumped from 25 to 35, which is a pretty nice bonus.
You still have more health than I do.
I now have 18.
I still have 1 more hit point.
I expect to have...
I know,
I'm-
you had more hit points at level 2 than I do at level 3, and I've gotten max.
Yeah, but, you know, I did get 9 on my second level, which is pretty good. It's almost max.
What's your
And, yeah.
constitution?
14.
Oh, it's not even that much higher than mine.
I didn't stack into Constitution because I want to have Dex, so...
At least it's not as bad as Ellie, because minus Constitution is rough.
I
There's a
think,
whole good-
I think Manaki is waiting for, what is it, like level 5 or whatever, whenever that turns around, and you can put the HP modifier on Charisma.
I rolled an 8!
Hooray!
Hey.
Oh no. Now my hit points will be
Oh! It didn't actually matter if my armor got melted anyway, because actually, now, I can actually wear my breastplate and do full movement speed still.
Oh, there we go.
The medium armor on.
Armor training, go!
Spare armor, too, of course. He's like a fucking
I
mobile
did. I actually-
battery.
I did. Manaki can vouch for this. I did buy a suit of armor and put it on the back of the thing, which of course I would have taken off.
So
Oh,
what
and guess
level
what? Precise shot. Yes.
What level is it, Manaki, that you can switch your HP modifier to Charisma? 5?
Something like that. I'm not entirely sure right now. I'll take a look here.
Does it work retroactively?
No.
Okay.
It's only for future things.
It's something though.
It is something.
It's better than nothing. It's from level 6
Wait, I don't know how to do math.
and thereafter.
Let's see.
But now I'll have to do with the base roll for
9,
my.
and then I had 18, and then I had 20.
My armor check penalty has gone up by 1, but other than that, everything else is the exact same, and well, except for plus 2 AC.
I now do 2d3 damage with my channeling.
We unfortunately don't have much in the way of treasure, but you know, I tell you what, folks. I mean, if anyone out there is on the market for a submarine, we will go to.
They will have to come and get it and then move it by themselves.
That's right. That's right. Whether it's Cladenwald, I don't even remember what the fuck it's called, but
Cladenwald is the big Svirfneblin city in the south.
I tell you what, after this book 1 is done, I will travel there myself. You know, I'll use silent image to show them pictures of this thing. They probably won't trust me, but I'll do what I can. I'll speak Gnomish at them and talk about its wonders.
Honest Rilinid's discount submarines.
I think having honest in the name of the shop store really sells it.
Oh, yeah.
Linguistics, I now know gnome.
There you go.
Right.
Magic.
Pig drow
patient-
sign language.
Patient tutelage from Ivy and Rilinid.
Yeah. Ivy knows it better than I do. I just have like this evil accent going.
Yep.
Now, more skill points to designate. Oh my god, I have so much Pats Rilinid on the head.
I know, you like my excited voice.
I was actually really interested by that. Just like, what?
It did come across as very excited.
Yes. I'm glad. I'm glad the dice rolls could help match that too. Like, go ahead and make a knowledge engineering for the Whoa.
Like, oh, goodness.
You're very inspired, yes.
So a single point in Profession Sailor has boosted my bonus from +3 from Dexterity to Wisdom +4 to make it 5 for Profession Sailor, so that's good.
Profession Submarine Diver.
Yes, Profession Submarine. Let's change that.
I am a professional submarine.
I am the submarine.
Second level spells.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Damn it.
How things begin to get fun.
Do you think a skill point in Swim would be good?
A skill point to what?
Swim.
Oh, you fucking tell me. In case of emergency.
You don't need to swim, you have a submarine.
So I have good news and bad news. The bad news is that we have run into the ground and we're now leaking water. The good news is I can swim.
I'm gonna be, I mean, Shell's strong enough that she could just like pull me by the cuff as she like swims to this.
Yeah, I think I'd like to have it though. So even where wearing my breastplate and got my shield, I still have +5 to swim.
Right.
I think that'd be nice.
Since armor, ICP adds double negative value.
No, it doesn't anymore. Doesn't do it in Pathfinder.
Really?
Yes. Only they took it away. So
Okay.
armor penalty is always the same now.
My character sheet actually, I think that reflects it negatively, or maybe I'm not reading that too well. Also, something else.
I'm using the same one as you, and it's working fine. So
something else that while we're all gathered together as a group, and I was going to mention this, although it's not something that can happen like during the downtime of this session, but you'll want to start thinking of magic items. I provided a Dropbox link to sort of simple ideas, but just some sort of ideas for magic items to keep in mind that could be craftable. Obviously, again, we're not exactly in a place where you can buy the resources and gold piece value. I don't think I'm some sort of crazy alchemist with a philosopher's stone who can make magic items out of gold.
That'd be amusing.
You need to have a place that can supply you with the necessary ingredients, basically. And also, preferably, you need some sort of workshop where you can actually sit down and work on these things.
Right. Although I did notice by the rules that you can do some work even while you're adventuring. It's just slower.
Yeah.
But especially, we'll have some time before we get to a major city like Zan again at the end of a session. So go ahead and spend some time looking around it for the next week or two, kick around some ideas. And, eventually Rilinid's going to reveal how awesome he is and, I understand everything, and make a fucking magic item. Like, what? The mask didn't let him do that. He's been lying to us.
Rayan wouldn't care.
That's right.
Just if you can do magic, good job.
Yeah,
I have a submarine.
That's
did
right.
Did I mention?
That craft wondrous item, doesn't cover arms or armor, but your cloaks, your boots, your headbands,
Your motorcycles.
Absolutely.
Oh yes, I want a magical motorcycle.
The submarine is clearly a wondrous item. I can make a submarine. It's probably a little bit above my caster level, but but I definitely encourage you all to just start looking through things that you might think. Obviously, there's a few items that help out with channeling, and those might be within my caster level reach to make.
There is one I've been looking at that I want, but that's the cast level 9, so I'm probably
Caster
not
level?
anything could carry anytime soon.
Yes, I easily could. It depends on...
it's really pricey too. So
I say, the caster level isn't so much of a problem because that doesn't note how much the caster level that I need. It just factors into the spellcraft DC equation.
let's see how I can find it for.
Yeah, Jonas, did we ever decide if the boots that give bonus to the ranger's friendly terrain, favorite terrain, would work with the archetype I'm using?
Oh, you asked him about that.
I'm not sure what what conclusion we got.
I don't remember that at all. I need to reconsider that then, I guess.
I can link you the item as well as the
What's this one? It costs. Sorry.
and the archetype.
Boots of friendly terrain.
Yes, that is the archetype I want to use. It basically replaces favorite terrain with something that only works for underground, which has the same bonuses, except it increases by +3 every 5 levels instead of +2.
This symbol would really improve the versatility of channeling.
Oh, apparently my armor check penalty didn't increase because I forgot I bought a masterwork breastplate. Okay.
It's 5,000 gold though, so. But I think that's one of the items that I definitely want.
I saw that item before myself. 5,000 gold pieces, I mean, obviously it'll be like another session or two before we can get to a city anyway, but it's not out of the realm of impossibility.
Especially that 10-foot burst within 30 feet.
I mean, the boots would kind of take away a drawback with your archetype and, like, eliminate it almost completely, I guess.
Would it?
When wearing the boots can treat the corresponding environment of the boots as one of his favorite. Okay, right. So it works like that. Yeah, sure. You can wear those. So you can basically say, these are boots of friendly terrain forest or whatever.
Well, underground in this case.
Yeah, well, you already have underground.
Yeah, but it stacks. If he
Right.
already has that particular environment, terrain's bonus increases by 2.
Yeah, sure.
That is excellent.
Which is very powerful, actually.
It's
Oh, move silently and
kind of silly.
Actually,
The good
another
setting.
point into knowledge dungeoneering. We need to know about more oozes in case another one comes up.
Tell all your friends about the oozes today.
Is your friend an ooze in disguise?
I
Here's how you
bet
find
that
out.
ooze was upset the fact that I bought alkali salts and stuff.
The
you
ooze
can't-
has no feelings. He couldn't possibly. Yes.
Yeah, he did bubble in a sort of agitated way.
I know.
Like, it's generally not very good for an ooze to have alkali all over it.
See, I'm just glad they weren't already on the dock for you to walk into with those low perception rolls, and B, I could actually identify it for you whenever it did slither onto the dock. Otherwise, Zyn, since he was going first, just walks right in.
Yep.
That
Also,
would
I now
have been
have-
interesting.
Also, I've gone from 19 AC to 22 AC.
Hooray.
That's a lot of AC. Wow.
Fucker, you have more armor class than I do. Not
I'm
that it helped me.
I'm supposed to be the frontline fighter.
I know.
hold a person.
Yep.
Old person.
Also, I got a breastplate of +4 max dex, so. It's like,
Magic siege engine. Masterwork transformation. That might actually be useful.
Submarines count as siege engines, right?
Somewhat.
of course.
Yeah.
Cost
I wish
price,
the
but I
submarine
think
had guns.
Masterwork.
Yes, this ICBM is loaded.
Nuclear missile, what is that?
I'm glad I got to use disable device for the first time. Thinking about that.
The moment he said that, I was like, I really hope you took it. Because otherwise, I know no one had it. Otherwise,
I think SMW's character put a point in disable device, but I'm not sure.
I was planning to, if I ever multiclass into Rogue, which I'm considering, but that I'm not going to do that, so no.
Okay. Yeah.
What? SMW not multiclassing?
Yeah, it's crazy, I know.
Well, he still has that Horizon Walker prestige class.
That's
You might
true.
be able to
Yeah,
get
that's something I'm considering.
That's prestige class, not the same thing as multi class.
Yeah.
Right, that's true.
I've never had a character in Pathfinder that I have multiclass.
In that case, it might have taken us 5 chapters for us to run into our first trap. God damn it!
I think magic weapon would be a spiritual weapon. It's called.
Ooh, yeah, spiritual weapon.
fun spell.
You
It's
are
something
a
that I can
delight.
do without having to do it. Cast it and then it sort of does its own thing.
Fuck you, Ooze! Wow!
Good for action economy.
Absolutely. Action economy is where it's at.
Yeah.
Ooh, a bonus to my will save, my
I
reflex
also
save.
got a feat, you know.
Yeah.
That'll be improved channeling to raise my channel DC.
I'm selling my feet for money. Woo!
In my case, I've used my
Plus
feat
500 gold for a feat. That's a deal.
In my case, I got shield focus, so that's why my AC's gone up so much.
I know everything about the shield.
Plus 2 additional channel DC. That sounds good.
Ooh.
And then the natural
good.
raise from cleric levels. Now the DC's 19.
Oof,
That's
rough.
not gonna stop crazy Drow warrior.
Oh, well,
no, he
no,
doesn't
crazy.
care.
Crazy
Sure.
Drow warrior fights through the pain.
But then again, it's yeah. And then at level 5, I'll get quicken channel to do it as a move action.
Yes, now I have
That's
a...
decent.
I now have plus 10 in my attack rolls. I approve.
That is a lot.
Let's see here. So,
And plus 12 if I'm in flanking.
So, just to handle this now, go ahead and share this again. We did get a little bit of treasure in the form of, there's the 105 gold pieces, I'm pretty sure, that we got off the Drow warriors, and then there's 30 gold pieces of lantern caps.
Mm.
You might want to deduct whatever the oils or...
12.
Well, they might want to buy some means of transporting that. In that case, figure out how much it's all going to be, whatever you people going to Zan do, buy whatever from that, like that, I don't know, and then we can divide the rest later. And since
Can you pick me up some more alkali salts?
Since the lantern caps probably sell for 15, you're looking at maybe 120 gold pieces.
All right, I think I will leave you here and go to bed because god damn it,
Not because, god damn it.
that is exactly what it.
You too? I'm glad you love that. That's great.
Yeah. Oh,
Actually,
Bam!
yeah. Oof. Slaying me over here.
You can desecrate the submarine.
Well, you
This
know,
unholy submarine.
so
And
long
then
as...
when I get to level, well, that would be level 5. Then I can make a skeleton crew, sail a ship.
My only fear would be that whenever we're going to explore the depths of whatever fallen Deep Gnome Empire exists, we encounter undead.
The ghosts rise up and we can't destroy them.
by the way, I would request when you go back to town, actually, yeah, to buy me another set of alkali salts and blade guard, which I'll pay the money for.
Zyn might do that after seeing how effective they were at not eating armor.
If you want,
Then it's not exactly worried about getting eaten by oozes, since he tends to stay away from them.
Really, because, you know, he was
He
very...
tries, he tries.
Let me tell you what there, son. I guess it's a good thing Sakari had a good perception roll, too. Otherwise, you guys might have bumbled along the dock and then...
that probably would have happened, actually.
Yeah, well, with the extra favored terrain or what my archetype is getting there, I get another +2 to perception. Hooray!
Oh wow, you've actually now passed me by 1.
What is my total perception bonus now? It's
It should be 12, I'm guessing.
11.
11?
Is that right?
Oh yeah, actually, yeah, 11 is right. Yeah, 11's right.
11 will pass me as well.
Mine's plus
Sakari
10
would get
now.
another attack now.
Woo!
Oh yes, you get to mutate him again.
She would get a tail and a stinger, or he. It's a he.
And Jonas, perhaps the best part before you go to bed is that you don't have to worry about any... I guess, you know, we do have, like, what, 10 days of downtime? They're
Yeah.
going back to the city of Zan. Well, never mind. Take back what I just said. I'm going to send you, like, a 40 kilobyte document. Explain every nuance of this underblood to me, please.
You hit the wrong button. It sinks.
Well, I'm afraid it doesn't, because...
Oh,
Well, yes, this really hurts my money, but yes, to Alauneari I would have handed 70 gold pieces to get me my new anti-slime supplies.
Sure. Although you might just hand them to... She'll just hand them to Zen, as she does not just run errands for people.
Very well. Zyn. will be handed 70 gold pieces and expected to bring back 1 dose of alkali salts. And
She does not just run errands
There
for
you go.
people. Comes back with oil.
I thought it's for herself.
Well, you know, Zyn doesn't just run errands for people either.
well, let's put it this way: would you
Miku, buy me.
Just delegate it down, and he was like, "Okay." I don't see
Lizard.
what the problem is.
Lizard, buy 70 gold pieces.
like it's actually a good idea?
Well, thanks you guys for the session.
Bye,
Thank you for the
Jonas.
submarine.
Yeah, well, you earned it yourselves with fantastic rolls against all odds.
Just like, okay, so we've
how the
got some
fuck
rolls to do. Let's crit.
How the fuck does Fire Mountain Games expect, like...
They don't.
Yeah.
That's the
They just like
thing.
want to.
Yes.
They just like want to tease the player and make you think like, oh, you could have achieved this, but you suck.
Yeah, just ask Blue Horse. The damn fucker.
Like,
Oh,
spell like
yes.
ability, phantasmal killer.
Blue horse.
Oh, well, thanks for the session. Enjoy the submarine.
Bye, Jonas.
We will speak more of this later.
We need to do some roleplay between us and what we do on the submarine.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh.
But you guys do your own private roleplay.
See,
We'll have
we-
ours.
Well, you know, it's not taboo among Drow.
Well, I mean, we have Shell, and then we have Ivy. We'll be fine.
It's gonna be one big party.
And a gnome? Are you?
I like this completely flabbergasted Alauneari. What have you
But
done?
this is just disgusting, man.
Well, you know, I
Do
basically.
you want the pack lizard too?
No, but if I can find a way to do something with the Mycoloid, I sure. He's got a big cap on his head, just like Gislin pointed out.
I think this is a great point to
Yes,
leave.
it's late.
Yeah,
But
it's
not in
time-
America, so Grimith has no excuse.
It's too damn late.
I'm as old as I feel.
Good night.
Yep, night.
Yeah, good night.
Night.
Time to find good spells.
Absolutely. The search goes on.
There aren't that many great second level spells.
Yes, now I have absolutely no regrets in putting points in knowledge engineering. I'm just like, yep.
Yeah.
Totally.
One thing is they're good at giving opportunities with every knowledge skill.
It's great.
I also I never thought I'd put profession submarine on my
Profession Mariner.
sorry, mariner then. I never thought I'd put that on my character sheets.
I mean, knowledge engineering isn't a class skill for you, is it? You just popped
It
in and
is.
took... It is? It's a class skill for...
For fighters, it's a class skill because it relates to siege engines.
I guess I'm too used to the whole 3.5 stance on it. That's great.
The only other thing I have is dungeoneering, so at least it's something for knowledge skills. So.
I definitely have noticed you make dungeoneering checks. I figure you just ate the skill point. I didn't know you get a class bonus on that, dude. That is great. Definitely.
It's like the moment I saw that, I was like, okay, so I can't play an alchemist, but this will do. The alchemist is still here, just hidden.
I think it's pretty clear now, my bard archetype allows me, to make pretty solid knowledge rolls on just about anything, so long as I don't roll 2s and fucking 3s.
When it comes to the ship, that's the reason there's 2 people manning it.
I guess in retrospect, I'm glad that I burned all of the shitty rolls at the beginning and the middle of the session.
Yeah, would you really want to have rolled, like, a natural 1 on opening the door, for example?
No.
That could have been bad.
And there's no telling how much information you would have gotten from the 20 on the knowledge engineering versus how much I got with the 29.
Like, he did say the DCs were very steep.
You might be looking at, 25, 26, 27 DC. Hell
I'm
if I
guessing
know.
25 DC.
The engine thing, like you said, and you did very well in the piloting.
Just like,
So do you think Lady Sotha is a magus?
I think so, yeah.
That's what I gathered for. Like, oh yeah, light armored, magic, and a weapon. I mean,
it's definitely...
exceptionally deadly with a sword, I think those were the words, something like that.
so when we go there, I'm gonna cast silence. I mean, that's
Calling her a magus would be very, very... It would definitely be a likely thing. based on what we've been told.
And, you know, if the fucking power levels or any sort of idea or inkling at all, she's going to be like, what, like level 10?
You know, what I hope and what I talked to Jonas about is the plan that we'll gain like something, like some sort of army or something, right? We'll march up to the gates and we'll be able to be like, so you can either deliver her or you can all die from our attack. And the main part of the drow in there, like, yeah, you know, screw her.
That's right, they're gonna hail
the
down
winning
like
side.
They're gonna get like the captain of the guard, and he's gonna look at us and like, yeah, okay.
You know, actually, that doesn't, you know, all these Michaloids and fighting things, and that sounds pretty good.
It's like, how do you plan on breaking down the walls? All the skiffs are all just
we
like
don't
start
need
climbing.
to, as like the flying submarine thing just
flying.
Well,
floats
I
around
mean,
it.
I mean, knowing the gnomes, that would actually not surprise me.
I can't say for certain, especially after we saw a submarine. What the hell we're gonna find next session?
Like
like-
a helicopter.
Like, finding an airship is actually no longer unbelievable.
We found a stealth helicopter.
Oh, fair enough.
I'm not
Turned
sure.
into some sort of cyberpunk
What would the DC for that be on knowledge checks?
thing.
Yes, there was an ancient text a long time
Put
ago.
on fly skill.
Oh no, the only skill I don't have yet.
Trash it and smash everything.
Oh god.
I remember reading this.
Yeah.
Web
Silence is
shelter
silence is definitely viable, and that was definitely one of the level 2 spells I had in consideration when I finally get those.
The poor bard being behind on spells.
The
actually
bard has, you know,
I'm actually considering anime dead lesser, even though I can only make like a medium or small single skeleton or zombie. I mean, that's with one casting.
right. You just you need onyx for that, right? The onyx gem.
Yeah, and I'm going to the city, so I can like buy
How many onyxes do you have?
6 tons of that, and then
6 tons.
have it for
How many
whatever.
lizards do you plan to have?
So you have.
Because for
room
now
in the
it's not going to be
saddlebags.
powerful, but I mean, they're mindless servants that does whatever she wants. I mean, that seems great to have them skeletons around.
And
That's
unfortunately,
zombies.
it's probably beyond them to steer the.
Oh yeah. There's a specific spell for that. I looked to see what I would get level 3.
Yeah,
There's actually a spell
like
called
skeleton crew.
There's skeleton crew. Yeah, you can take a group of skeletons, and they will become like a one-hit die skeleton with profession sailor, equal to a lot, and they can sail ships and do crewmate duties, but they can't do anything else ever. Not even protect themselves. So, I mean, that's perfect, right?
I mean, we need someone to maintain the ship.
I don't know.
I don't know.
That would certainly.
Would they
That's
be
also, if we
helpful?
can find more of these things, this could be a way to control another one. I mean, you guys can potentially control one each, right? But I don't know what the chance of finding another working one is. But in the future, who knows what we can do with that sort of mechanical.
Actually, take into account how
Fun.
badly we mess up. I'm putting 2 points in profession.
I mean, that certainly is a way to make the gnomes love us, isn't it? Bring back their glory.
That's right. Apparently, you know, no one ever knew about such a empire, at least along the Deep Gnome thing. They, you know, perhaps in Claddenvault they have, like, whispers, like rumors of an ancient empire that long ago existed, which kind of makes me worry from an out-of-character perspective of why did they disappear?
Out of character, by the way. Alauneari didn't want to say anything in character, but I did actually get to talk to that ancient super being.
I got a strong hint of that, particularly whenever you said, like, nothing to fear from it anymore. How the hell did you get to it?
Well, it took quite a lot of preparation and luck and stuff. I had a special thing. I talked to Jonas, and what I got from it, I'm not really sure, because basically it just talked over my head for most of the time. Like, she was gonna ask Rilinid some of these questions, because basically they ended up like exchanging some words and such. And some of the, like, almost all its questions were like, you know, oh yeah, I've been sitting down here for eternity, basically, so I'm interested to see how things go around in the cosmos. It's like, did a random name actually take over the plane of something from something. I was like, I don't know. I'll try to find out for you, but I don't know. One thing, though, was one of the last questions was, does any in the asset there know of the coming calamity from arising from below? And that is sort of, that's sort of worrying.
That sounds like book 2.
Yeah.
So,
Doesn't really know what
2.
that means, and one of her questions were sort of, what does that mean? Well, could you elaborate, please?
Oh, so you actually got to ask it questions in return?
No, yeah, and it promised to answer them honestly. Most of them, though, was just like, I used just to try to gauge what this thing is. And it seems to be some super ancient. Well, I didn't really want to say. Is the thing.
Is it like a super ancient fungaloid, or what the hell is it?
Something like that, yeah. And it's just sort of sitting in there, and it basically made the alchemist. And it seems that sort of pertaining to its goals and such, they're very much not those of the Mikuloids. It wants the best for the Mikuloids, but it's more like a pet project. Like it's sort of like, oh yeah, I'd like them to do well. I'd like them to grow and take over the world at some point. But I have time, and that's really what I'm interested in at the moment. But I don't have the same beliefs. I don't have the same qualms as the Mikuloids themselves. I talk to them through the alchemist and such, but I don't
That's awesome. Jonas had sent me some information about it to tempt me, but I couldn't think of anything with the powers that I had at my disposal. There's no fucking way I could sneak down there. Are you crazy?
And basically, it ended up. It got so far, basically to the door, where it was behind that, and then it stepped in. It's like, oh wait, stop right here, okay? You can't look at me. But. That and we got a little discussion and
was it was downstairs, or was it through the birthing caverns or something?
She got to the birthing cavern. Basically, there were a lot of patrols and everything. Yeah. That was quite horrible. But I prepared all the spells I could, and there are actually quite a few that boost my bluff and I even found a spell that cultural adaptation. That lets me speak with their accent and stuff like that. So.
Right, I have such a thing to it. I was just wondering how the hell did you did you say the alchemist sent me here to
you act as if you're supposed to be here, and most of them it's basically the old sort of almost classical well, if they know that you stopped me from doing my business, then until she got to the very last ones where it then reached out to her mentally, and I had to do some will saves, or I don't know what would have happened. Probably something bad. But yeah.
You pull unconscious for 20d6 hours.
See, that's why I would figure that they...
Apparently the attempt humor did enough for it to retention.
That's what I would have figured.
I'm just like, could you maybe aid us? You probably know all this stuff we're doing and such, how it will end up. And it's like, yeah, you don't have an inkling. It's like, so you're gonna help us or aid us in some way? It's like, yeah, no, not yet, actually. I don't really care for that. I'm not the one to help you with this. But in the future, again, it didn't seem to like this calamity, so.